Hello, everyone. Today we delve into the tragic and perplexing case of Nona Dirksmeyer, a beauty queen from Russellville, Arkansas, whose life was brutally snuffed out in a tale that still haunts the corridors of her community. Nona, a beacon of kindness, was known for her advocacy against violence toward children and her involvement with the Big Sisters organization. Her life, filled with aspirations, love, and community service, was tragically halted on a dark December day in 2005. On December 15, 2005, a day that would cast a dark shadow over the town of Russellville, Arkansas, Nona Dirksmeyer, a college student and beauty queen, was found dead in her apartment. Her boyfriend Kevin Jones and his mother Janice discovered her after she failed to respond to messages and calls through the day. Nona was found face down, surrounded by a pool of her own blood, wearing only a pair of white socks. A heavy lamp broken into three pieces lay beside her, bloodied, indicating a violent struggle and a brutal attack. The scene was horrifying, a stark contrast to the vibrant life Nona once led. The investigation into Nona's tragic demise began. Amidst a chilling scene, with no signs of forced entry into her apartment, detectives were faced with a perplexing mystery. Nona had been viciously beaten in the head with a heavy lamp, which was found broken into three pieces beside her body. Additionally, she had several stab wounds to her neck and shoulder, and there were indications that an attempt had been made to strangle her and cut her throat. The blood-stained plinths and the absence of a burglar bar on the sliding glass door, which Nona always kept in place, added layers of complexity to the case. Detectives were tasked with weaving through this web of violent chaos to piece together the events of that fateful night, navigating through the scant evidence and silent witnesses within those walls. The Russellville community was engulfed in shock and grief. Nona, who was once a vibrant part of their lives, was now a memory, leaving behind a void that echoed with question. Her death not only shattered her loved one, but also left the community grappling with fear and sorrow. The discovery of her brutal murder, the sight of her loved one mourning, and the unanswered question left the community in a state of disbelief and sorrow. The candlelight vigil held in her memory saw tears, shared memories, and collective mourning for her life so brutally taken. The pursuit of justice for Nona was a tumultuous journey. Investigators, armed with scant evidence and faced with a perplexing case, sought to weave through the mystery, aiming to bring closure to Nona's loved one, justice to her memory. The case unfolded, revealing layers of complexity, mystery, and unyielding quest to the truth. Initially, all eyes turned to Kevin Jones, Nona's boyfriend, who was found not guilty after a trial that left more questions than answers. Then, attentions shifted to Gary Dean, a local man who was living in the same apartment complex as Nona at the time of her death. His trial filled with allegation, and partial DNA evidence also ended in a mistrial, leaving the community and Nona's loved one in a continuous search for answers and justice. The path to justice for Nona remained unclear as the mystery of her tragic demise continued to loom over Russellville, with the haunting question of who took Nona's life still unanswered. Nona Dirksmeyer's story is a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the echoes of pain left behind in the wake of tragedy. As we remember Nona, we also reflect on the countless stories that remain untold, vowing to lend our voices in the pursuit of justice and to ensure that their tales are not forgotten in the annals of time. Nona, a beauty queen with a heart full of compassion and advocacy, left behind a legacy that continues to resonate within and beyond Russellville. Her tragic demise, the trials, and the ongoing quest for justice have left a permanent imprint on those who know her and those who come to know her story. Thank you for joining us in remembering Nona Dirksmeyer. Let us collectively ensure that her story and the stories of countless others are never forgotten. Until next time, goodbye.